Round of the NBA playoffs, and now we're going to talk about the Los Angeles Lakers, the #1 seed, facing off against the #4 seed Utah Jazz, which advanced to the second round after beating the Houston Rockets last night. The matchups: Kobe Bryant and Paul Gasol, the big stars for the Lakers, going against Deron Williams and Carlos Boozer from the Utah Jazz. Obviously, Kobe Bryant, there's no one on the Utah Jazz that's going to be able to guard Kobe Bryant all series long. Obviously, Jerry Sloan's going to throw as many different guards on him and as many different looks as possible. He's probably going to put Brewer on him. He's going to put Matt Harping on him. He's going to put probably Kyle Korver a little bit on him. But at the end of the day, Kobe's probably going to explode for a 30 points per game series. Deron Williams, he is the point guard and the anchor of the Utah Jazz. He's going to have a clear advantage in this series against the Laker guards because there really aren't any Laker guards that can guard him. Derek Fisher and Jordan Farmore are a little bit too small. You don't want to put Kobe on Deron Williams all game long because that takes away of Kobe Bryant scoring on offense, even though Kobe is a great defensive player. So Kobe Bryant and Deron Williams, those two guys have the clear advantages in this series as far as matchups go. Now, the next thing, could Andrew Bynum return to the lineup for the LA Lakers? If he can come off the bench possibly and give Phil Jackson 10 to 15 minutes, that's going to make a difference in the series. He's a big body, and he's going to obviously be a matchup problem for the Utah Jazz if he is able to come back in this series. The matchups in the front court for both of these teams are going to be great and dynamic. Vladimir Rakhmanovic from the Lakers going against Mehmet Okur. Both of these guys are shooters. Those guys match up against each other pretty well. They don't have too much speed to get by each other, and I think that those two guys will be good matchups. The next matchup, Lamar Odom and Andre Kirilenko. That's going to be another great matchup. Andre Kirilenko is going to have to keep up with Odom because Odom is a playmaker. Odom can slash to the basket. Odom can shoot it a little bit. So those two guys are going to be battling it out. And then finally, Paul Gasol and Carlos Boozer. I don't know how much they're going to match up against each other, but I would love to see it. It's going to make for one big dynamic series if those two guys are battling each other in the paint for points, rebounds, and even block shots and controlling the game. The role players. Those are going to be the guys that make a difference in this series. The role players that step up for either team is going to be the difference in this series. The 5 role players I choose for the Lakers: Derek Fisher, Jordan Farmore, Vladimir Rakhmanovic, Rooney Turiaf, and Luke Walton. Luke Walton is my guy that I'm choosing that's going to have the big series against the Utah Jazz. I feel that he's going to be the biggest playmaker in the triangle offense. He played very well in the first round against the Denver Nuggets. I feel that he'll have even a better round against the Utah Jazz. For the Utah Jazz, here are my 5 players for Utah: Ronnie Brewer, Kyle Korver, Ronnie Price, Paul Millsap, and Matt Harping. Kyle Korver is my guy that I feel is going to have to be a great shooter in this series. When Deron Williams drives and they close up the lanes, Kyle Korver's got to be the guy that be able to knock down the open 3 and knock down the open mid-range shot. And also, when Carlos Boozer gets doubled, he passes out, Kyle Korver's got to be able to knock down open shots. At the end of the day, I think the Lakers have the better role players on their team, and I think that the Lakers will be able to win this series in 7. That's my report on